I don't think I ever want to have to try and overload Yenda again. Because that was a long walk from that last camp over to Ujits. With me being so overloaded and Yenda's pockets being so full, I had to make a stop at the inn to sleep and to unload all of my, all of the loot. But well, oh, and made it over here, but with a small hiccup in the way. Alright, Sir Robard. Here I am.
Good health to you.
Here are the trophies.
Trophies.
Show me. Good work. That's the way to deal with the scum.
And I dealt with the camp.
I've taken care of that camp.
Have you brought me proof?
Here it is.
Well, that is a fine bit of news. Some charcoal burners came here from the camp to the south. It seems there are humans camped there by the path, and they've been attacking folk in the area. Best go and check it out.
I understand.
Will do. Though... Wait, what? I dealt with the camp already? What?
I've taken care of that camp.
Have you brought me proof?
Here it is.
Well, that is a fine bit of news.
Oh,
Now it seems we
right.
can take a bit of a breather. There's no sign of any humans around here. I must say, I'm impressed with the job you've done.
Thank you, Captain.
But it would be a pity to waste your talents. They say the roads aren't safe even by Sazau, or around Skalitz. God preserve us. Over there, the brigands are on the rampage.
Well, I'll be glad to deal with them.
I don't doubt it. But in Sasau, you'll have to go first to Sir Sebastian. He's the custodian at the Sasau Monastery, and in charge of security in that region. He'll tell you where to find them, and I'm sure he'll be glad of a helping hand.
Very well, Captain. I'll head there then.
Though, not immediately, Sir Robard. Because, considering that these sort of objectives are getting increasingly more powerful, I think I may as well just check up on my friends first, see how they're doing, though I haven't heard anything from them yet. And maybe I will go see Teresa. Because, well, as said, I need to be prepared. And this will just give me an excuse to stay a little bit in Ratai to brew some more potions, including a hair of the dog potion. In that last fight, I really needed a hair of the dog potion, just to see past all that blurriness. Also, I have to sell all of that stuff to Peshek. Let's face it. Hey, Peshek! And Teresa? Oi, has it been a bloody hell of a few days. Pardon me, milady.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
How have you been?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. And where would you care to go?
A stroll along the river.
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Yep, let's go.
Let's go.
I might not be in the best of conditions, but... well... I wish that we could stroll together on horseback, but well, hopefully that'll be in the next game.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out.
Me too, Teresa.
I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too. So don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel.
Ooh.
Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug. Hey.
I can outrun you very easily. I've got Sprinter Lady. Oh, this reminds me of times when my dearest Havilan would push me to try to keep up with him. He means well, but he has a natural Allosaurus style gait. And I don't mean by the way he walks, but I mean the stride.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down here next to me, Hal.
Of course.
And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Let's be honest with her, it's the lap of luxury.
Oh, it's endless luxury, money, banquets, games stuffed with other games.
A chicken stuffed with a frog.
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to a frog stuffed with a chicken.
A goat stuffed.
With a pig? Now then.
Ah, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
The only one here whose head is all messed up is me.
The only one here whose head is all messed up is me. How do you always manage to look so good?
Just look at the lady killer. Where did you learn to talk that way?
I don't recall which church service it was exactly.
You scoundrel. But you certainly know how to make a girl feel special. You may continue. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip.
Aww.
Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again.
You have my word, Teresa. You have my word. Though... yeah. I guess for the next time, I think I'm gonna wear that, stuff of Lady Stephanie's. That shirt,
Hey,
plus...
lad! Don't you want a little wager on the ratte tourney?
I'm not even prepared for the ratte tourney, sir. But yeah, actually, Peshek, hold on. I got some things that I need to sell you. And then I'll be able to buy something quite a bit more appropriate for the next outing than this damaged piece of armor. I don't want to have to go on a date with Teresa and have my face all shrouded in the like. Okay, just a note. The only thing that I bought for the next outing with Teresa is a set of shoes that actually go very well with this getup. Though I guess with this I can take off the weapons. Just to make it even better. How's my charisma looking though? Not bad. And yes, now it is time to check up on those two. Yeah, they're not looking too happy. Hey, Matthew!
Greetings, Henry.
How are you getting on here?
Are you happy here?
It's not worth a damn. If I had any choice, you wouldn't see my heels for dust.
Well, what's happened? Did you two get yourselves into trouble?
Again?
Fine friend you are, assuming it's our own bloody fault.
Oh, come on. You know what you two are like. I had to ask.
Well, perhaps with that monk. But now, the foreman's got it in for us. If he could, he'd skin us alive.
Is he too hard on you?
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That is actually a little bit demeaning. And the miller doesn't mind?
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
But you don't provoke him, I hope.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
Yeah. Yeah, I can see how that goes full circle. What do you want to do about it?
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working at a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I can only promise to try. About Thomas.
I'd like to ask about that Thomas again.
Never mind.
God be with
Fred's... I can already say he'll just want to get into a fist fight. So... but... However, I have to talk to him.
Hey, twat face.
Excuse me, Fritz? What the hell is that for a greeting?
Matthew told me your foreman's a fool, and you're not exactly filled with Christian love for him.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
What has he done to you?
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
And the others at the mill?
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. But what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
Doesn't seem that bad to me. These are my mates. I don't want to piss them off any more than I already have. And what do you want to do about it?
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
Nah, I'd rather talk to Thomas. Please excuse me. Oh, yep, Thomas just walked outside. Hey, sir.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
How are the carpenters?
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
I honestly heard something else.
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
But you need help.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then Before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. Farewell.
Yes, sir. Hey, Matthew. I sorted out your problems again.
Hey, Henry.
Yeah, you guys definitely owe me. I was able to change his mind.
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have brought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help.
Yeah, sorry that you guys are unable to get your rocks off, but this is better than swinging from the gallows.
Ah! Watch what you're doing! There's people walking here!
Hey, you're the one that ran into me!